welcome back to Anime Club, where we watch the first few episodes of an anime series and give you our first impressions and initial thoughts on it. I'm Reina Scully.
I'm William Haynes.
And this week we watched Puella Madoka Magica. No, that's wrong. Puella Magi Madoka Magica.
Puella DeVille Magic Town.
Actually, the Japanese name for it is surprisingly easier to say. Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica.
Yeah,
Weird, right?
real easy to say.
It is definitely stylized to be a shoujo anime, which is supposed to be the big twist about it. It's actually super dark.
It's
super
not.
dark. Then you get into it after episode 3, it goes completely nuts, crazy things happen. I can't even explain it.
Yeah.
But the fight sequences are phenomenal. I can't even tell you, like, what is this category? Like, what would it even be? Like, it's not shoujo because that's how they trick you. Is it action? But is it not action? Yeah, I don't know.
Action.
It's a really
action-y.
weird hybrid
I want to
theme.
say it's actiony because my favorite part of the show, of what I've seen so far, is when the character Mami pulls guns out of her skirt.
Yeah.
She actually pulls guns out of everything, really. I think she pulled out a hat too. She like, it was beautiful. I was like, you know, didn't see 6 guns under there. She's got them.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the fighting game Blaze Blue and like Guilty Gear, like like she suddenly has all these weapons coming out of her.
Oh, and then after she pulled out guns out everywhere, she pulled out the biggest gun I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
And shot one big shot called like the finale or something like that. She shot a firework in someone's face. So, you know.
So you liked that.
I thought that was real fun. I'm not a huge fan of guns, but when they're comically big or a comical number of guns, they're great.
Definitely love the action scenes. It's so creative, and it's the style of it. It's like different pieces of artwork, and the art moves in a different strange way, and then monsters come out of it, and demons slip out and then attack you, and then you have to attack them, and it's all a timing thing.
Yeah.
So good.
You would
Love
think
it.
the people that made this were like tripping huevos, like tripping out of their mind, but I think somebody was like, I have a lot of things I want to say in my life. I'm gonna do them all right now.
Yeah.
I hate pills. Like there was this part where they were in the hospital and they went into that scary dimension and there was just like these huge bottles of pills everywhere. And I was just like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
You know how like when you're in like a museum and you like try to pretend like you understand the artwork? I'm like, let me pretend like I'm smart and like I get this. I
had that moment too, where I was like, clearly this is a derivative of this artist. No, I had no idea, but I was like, this is great. It's colorful, it's crazy, it's really unique. It is just so strange, unique, bizarre, everything I like.
Yeah. Another thing that I like is the subtleness of the teacher. The teacher has the best jokes in the whole show because she teaches how I like to teach. Like with her own life. I don't know what she was going on about, but she's trying to teach them language, and she does it through the fact that nobody loves her.
Yeah, I can't remember, is she teaching English in the class? She's a Japanese teacher teaching English in the class, and she uses her own weird life experiences, and she goes like, do you get it? It doesn't make any sense, right? All right, that's why the language is like this. And it does,
She's like, this I got too real too soon.
Yeah.
This is like too real too soon. I'm 12. Tell me what you think about Cubey, the little, is he a cat?
He's like a cat monster.
I don't trust him, you know?
Make a contract with me, be a magical girl. Make a contract with me, be a magical girl.
Yeah, some mofos in life, you gotta just be like, nah.
No, thank you.
Like he's offering you a wish, and then you gotta work for him.
It's really tricky. Yeah, it's really tricky. They go into it a little bit in future episodes, how he's possibly not a good character.
No.
You're obviously like, no, screw you. You're scaring me.
We talked about this on Table Talk.
Yeah.
Like he's like a pimp. He's like, you know, like come on in, like you'll have a good time. But once you get in, you work for him, and he keeps it straight. It's a life thing.
Yeah.
You don't get out of this.
QB's really interesting. They made him appropriately creepy, I think. He doesn't blink.
He doesn't blink.
Absolutely no facial features whatsoever. Doesn't move his mouth.
His mouth does not move.
But he communicates telepathically? Actually,
no,
everyone.
he speaks and telepathically.
It's both. Okay,
Yeah.
that's creepy and weird and really hard to like understand when you're just listening.
You know by it like echoes if he's thinking it to people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't trust this little cat. I don't trust cats in general, but this one I really don't trust. How's that make you feel?
Pretty bad.
You don't like cats or something, do you?
I love cats.
Would you have this one as a cat?
I don't know, it's weird.
I'm going through a lot of changes right now. The last thing I need is for you to give me a job. Like,
Yeah, for a wish. And how do you make that wish? Like, you get to choose. Essentially, he's saying
anything. He says the wish is anything you want. Anything you want. And so why don't they wish that all the bad stuff stops happening and that the cat goes far away? Because
that's a cheat card.
Well,
the cat goes far away.
He told me anything. Yeah. He could have said anything except wishing the bad away. Well, I'm like, well, okay.
Well, I was wondering what would happen if you were like, well, I wish this never happened to me. I wish you wouldn't, like, you didn't exist. I wonder what would happen to you, right? Like, I wish you weren't here.
Paradox. Would he, like, his head explode or something?
Or would he turn into, like, an even bigger cat demon that has, like, more contracts to fulfill? I don't know. Who knows?
And but yeah. Also, everybody knows him, too. They're like, oh, that's Cube. All the other witches, too. Like,
The main idea about a magical girl is that they fight witches and they gain their, like, spirits or gems or whatnot, and it makes them stronger, and it also stops the world from being like horrible, I guess. I guess witches are like the root of like some natural evil that occurs on Earth.
The show is really kind of good-hearted because they like stop people from like committing suicide and whatnot, which is kind of cool.
It is.
It's a cool way to think of it.
Yeah, but there are some deep, dark, scary alleys and corners that this turns around. Yeah, like one of the wishes is supposed to be super noble, but then it becomes like crazy real, like Sayaka's wish. For those who've seen this, Sayaka's wish kind of ends up turning on her, which is so very painful and so angsty, and it's so beyond, like that concept is very shoujo. But then the fact that she has to like fight through it, like actually like an action anime fight to what she wants to get to, or like so she doesn't give up or whatever, that's very shonen. It's really, I can't even categorize it.
This show is a hybrid. We don't know what it is.
We have no idea, sorry.
Reina's an expert.
Well, a super fan. I am a super fan. And yet I was like, what? How do I explain this anime? That's the glory of it, though. It's disguised as a shoujo anime, but then it just sucks you in. The story is so compelling. People call it a masterpiece. There's an entire like cult following surrounding this anime, so I mean, it's appropriate to that. It's definitely that interesting.
See, I might be having the Nagi no Asukara complex because I'm like, I want to watch this again, but then I'm gonna go home and I'll be like, oh, too much crying. Well, actually, no, there's not a lot of crying.
Anyway, that's all we have this week for Puella Magi Madoka Magica. I said it right!
Cruella de Vil Magic Town.
However you want to pronounce it, you get the idea. If you guys want to see a full review of Puella Magi Madoka Magica, check out Meg's channel because she does a full review on it, and it's a lot more comprehensive than ours because she actually understands it. Yes.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I like pictures.
We can't even pronounce it.
I like videos.
Next week, we're gonna be loving Chunibyo demo koi ga shitai, or Love Chunibyo and Other Delusions, which is its American title, just as difficult as its Japanese title, BT dubs. You're gonna try to say it for me?
How you say it? What is it?
Love Chunibyo and Other Delusions.
Love Chabons and Other Women.
Wow! Chabons is probably like some kind of bad word in some language.
It is.
Anyway, if you want to watch Love Chunibyo and Other Delusions, hop on over to crunchyroll.com/SFNERD to get your free premium membership trial. Take a video of yourself telling us what you thought about it, give us your reviews, upload it onto YouTube with the hashtag SFNCHUN. Like, you know, chun. Like chun. Yeah, that's good. Don't mess that up. There's a hand on my shoulder. Anyway, come back again next week just like these awesome people.
The designs are beautiful. The color palette is very, it has a sort of thematic color palette. Like, okay, this character is blue, this character is pink, this one's yellow, this one's red, this one's black. But it works very well, and the animation is off the charts, and it just looks amazing. So that's point number one.
Puella Magi Madoka Magica is probably the best anime I have ever watched. The music is beautiful, the animation is gorgeous, and the story just grabs you in at the end of the third episode, and just, it's an emotional roller coaster from there on out, but it's amazing.
It's basically a deterioration of the magical girl genre itself. Shows such as Sailor Moon, Tokyo Mew Mew, Precure, and Shigokera are all shows that reflect the positive side of the magical girl genre. Madoka Magica basically reflects the darker points in the genre and of the life of a magical girl.
It kind of reminded me of like a rock opera Alice in Wonderland kind of setting. I mean, there was like messed up acid trip crazy world, but there's also like the whole chessboard look everywhere, which just reminds me of Down the Rabbit Hole. Like even the first scene where she's in her dream and looks like she's walking through a world that everything's bigger than she is, and it's all the dimensions are all messed up, which is just, it reminded me of Alice in Wonderland, or like, you know, Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, like that kind of a world. It was pretty crazy.
It's a really weird, dark anime, surprisingly, because the first 2 episodes are light, cute, they're humorous. If you can't stand that kind of stuff, you will enjoy this anime because it just leaves that behind.
It was the second anime that I ever watched, and it blew me away. It got me hooked on the genre, and I haven't been able to find anything since that has had the same level of just complex intrigue. I really love this series. I have the manga. I'm not wearing the full shebang in terms of costume. I'm not wearing any makeup or anything, but there we go. I'm gonna go get changed and go to work.
Can I make a contract with you?
Wow, it goes on for a while. Okay, Cube. Okay. Definitely. Would you make a contract with something that's screaming incessantly?
He's being real about being evil. Like, we know he's evil. Like, he's not being fake about it. He's not trying to be cute.
Yeah. He's not like, I'll grant you wishes. I'm just a dinosaur. Make a contract with me. Why does it always have to be so weird?